let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Straight to the air they go. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages.
Oh, he's lagging. What the fuck?
Try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. First carry here for Ashton Jeanty.
Wow!
And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
This fake ass shit, man. It's fucking lagging.
16 yards, and now they've got first down. That's Bowers working downfield. He's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. And off to Jeanty. Breaks away. Still fighting forward. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders take a 6-0 lead right away. Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Offense to the line. Trips left. Here comes 1st and 10. Darts coming out throwing. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. It's going to bring up 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, created a negative play, creating a sack, creating an offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to stay.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, must have here, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
And try to look to these niggas that I came up with. That's my team. Swing right now. It's our dream. Take for it, it's won't that cream. It's our wrist and shit right now.
That prior incompletion. We've got 3rd down.
You want to drink her hit right now. Can't hold it up that hit right now.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, hit them short like that, I promise you, money will follow.
Dallas scoring, taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this. No, here's Darts. He just runs the launch downfield. They don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Jeanty from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
That run may not have got you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Right side, quick pass, complete. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
From the red zone on first. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
They send a man in motion. Counter give to Jency. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Maybe a 5-yard gain. That brings up third and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult fourth down decision.
And it's incomplete on third and goal. The intended target was his running back. And that forces them to fourth and goal.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. That sure altered the throw.
Slides kick is up and good. And they come away with some points on that series.
What a season this guy has had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Fielded at the 7. And he'll be out of bounds after a tough return. Offense looking at its own 17 to begin the drive. New York to the line. First and 10. Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. Short pass, Bryant. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. Second down.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Setting up the screen. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down. Offense staying out there. Looks like they're going for it. Dart going to throw again. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. On first down, here's Dart. Chased out to his right. And that is how our first quarter will end, as that pass falls incomplete. That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. It's an early lead for the Raiders. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's second down. They are throwing it again. Dumped off to his running back. And this one doesn't go far.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Raiders closing in, and down he goes. Dose of the hurry up here. The Giants using their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Fourth and forever coming up. going for this. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The tight end in motion now. Giving this to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Headed in reverse so far. Time shifting to drive. Here's 2nd and 14. Finds a man right side. He'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's what these quarterbacks are having to do more often now than ever before in football. Show off a little mobility. Get outside the pocket and find that open man.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out.
Bro, it's lagging. Oh my god.
A gain of 15 there. And the Raiders
It's
are going to
fucking lagged into that dumb shit.
They're going play action. Short pass caught by his tight end. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Dude, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week during practice. That both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, hope we have just a little space to operate. That play-action works beautifully.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Raiders making a 16-point ball game. Here's Sly to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Has this at the 6. Things going well so far. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. Knocked away, that's going to be incomplete. Defender there, that brings up 2nd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Hook slant, caught by Neighbors. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants start to fight back with their first points of this game. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. Extra point by Q is up and good. And the Giants cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. This return starts at the 5. Showing a little burst so far. He's racing past midfield. They haven't caught him yet. And he does. Touchdown. Well, when it's set up perfectly, Brock, and you get an exciting return man back there fielding it, wow, there are not many plays in football more exciting than taking a kick back for 6.
Find those blockers, follow those blockers, and then step on the gas. So simple for me to describe, yet so tough to execute on the field.
Return coming from the 6. And he crawls to the 15 before they stop him. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10.
Here we go, Simon. Viking 18. Warrior 17.
Blitz coming. Here's Darts. And down he goes. Raiders got him. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. So it'll be 2nd and long coming up, and that is on the other side of our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Following the sack, needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. And that one's going to back the offense up just a bit here. So that's going to push him back half the distance to the goal. So the false start backs him up 5. Here comes 2nd and long. Darts out of the shotgun. Caught quickly on the slant. And he's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still, Brock, not enough to avoid 3rd down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's go now. 60 average. Go.
Throwing on 3rd. Here's Darts. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. Offense in the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Giants' 1st down.
Going on 1st down. It starts. Couple defenders there, and they're going to intercept it. And the Raiders take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looked like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of it. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
After a quality effort on the last play, just really need to fall forward here to pick up that 1st down. This is Genty on 2nd. No one's around him. He's got space. And he scores. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Here's Sly to try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders make it a 24-point ball game.
Giants 7. Joey Sly set to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10.
Cougar 19.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
The Giants' 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
60 Bison, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 72.
On 1st and 10, here's Starks. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That was was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
Now Dart. Laying it out for this one, and he makes the catch. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. Raiders defense goes in the dime for third down. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Pulls it at the 7. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Oh, that's a tough one. Couldn't bring in the touchdown clean. It falls incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And this is going to be a New York touchdown. The Giants chop some of the lead off before the half. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
The Giants will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Giants make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Youngway Koo set to kick off.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. So no return this time. Let's see if they run a play or if they just decide to kneel out the half. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line.
Back to 60. 17, 19, right in. Cougar 19, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Airing it out to start this drive. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
Warriors 70. Cup 19, Cup 19.
He'll throw it. Just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout. So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. And they'll hold their lead at 18. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
New York to the line. 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
come back on the handoff. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun this time. Here's Dart. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play. Jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes. As that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. Just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
All right, looks like this is the moment. They're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on fourth.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 79 Bronco. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Like a steamroller, baby. Keep it rolling. Take go.
They'll go. Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. They send a tight end in motion. Running from the pistol here with Jency. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane.
And he's in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders push their lead further to start the half. Here's Slide to try the point after. So before we get an attempt, there's contact up front. Will it make this field goal easier or harder? All right, so with the penalty, a chance to go for 2 from the 1, or they could elect to try a shorter kick. That kick a whole lot easier after that penalty, right? And he sent it through. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. Has this at the 6. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10.
Come on, set. Cowboy 80.
Gets it out wide quick, and oh, he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass. How about a big hitter? 34 yards there and a new set of downs. Offense up to the line fast. On first down, here's Dart. Completed to his running back. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gain about 8, second down.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well, but it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Flushed out of the pocket. Has it down close. And he has the New York touchdown. The Giants shrinking the lead some in the third. Coup on now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Giants make it an 18-point game. Coup all lined up and ready to put this one away. Return coming from the 14. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Let's play now. Dump off Popeye's back. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Here's a quick pass to the right side. Cup. He does it. Touchdown. The Raiders can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the offshoot quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. Great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Starting from the 5. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Giants lining things up. 1st and 10. One play action with darts.
Fuck! Run up! Run up! Run up! Run up! Run up! I'm playmaking you, bro.
Darts looking to throw.
My God.
He was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
After surrendering the safety, they're out to boot it away. And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. That penalty accepted. From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Caught across the line early there. That's an easy call for our officials. Thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Jency on the give. He's headed right. Open space inside the 40, and he's down all the way to the 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
They were nice enough to give you a shorter 1st down to begin the drive. Kind of rude, right, Kate? Not to accept the gift and immediately move those chains.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Tight end going in motion right. Here's a throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Raiders ball, and this one looks like it may already be out of reach. Third and 4 coming up now. They've got a man in motion. Third down from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And 4th and 4 coming up. Looking a field goal try from Joey Slye. On the right hash, this is going to be a 41-yarder. Sly's kick is up and good. And a insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, JD. He could have made that field goal. He could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in here.
Showing a little burst so far. And nearly to the 35-yard line before he goes out of bounds. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the backup. First throw. Raiders close it in, and down he goes. And Brown begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Gun snap, no throw. Looking to his back, but he will not find it. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Hits his tight end.
Stop!
He stopped him shy of the first. It's 4th and short.
Bro, I didn't think it stopped. Bro, this game is funny, bro. This nigga stopped at the first half. This goofy ass nigga.
It's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down. It's a great defensive effort to do it.
This interception is also dropped, but they're still going to